What would you do if you were asked to sacrifice the most precious thing in your life? This is the powerful story of Prophet Ibrahim and his son Ismail a tale of ultimate faith and submission to Allah's will. When Ibrahim was tested with a command to sacrifice his son, both father and son demonstrated unwavering trust in Allah. Stay with us as we explore this profound story and the timeless lessons it offers about faith, sacrifice, and obedience. The context of the sacrifice. The story of the sacrifice begins with Prophet Ibrahim receiving a divine command through a dream. In this vision, Allah instructed him to sacrifice his beloved son, Ismail, For Ibrahim, this was not only a test of faith but also a test of his love and devotion to Allah. Ibrahim, had prayed for a son for many years, and when Ismail, was finally born, he was the joy and blessing of his life. However, Ibrahim, understood that his love for Allah must come before all worldly attachments. Recognizing the dream as a direct command from Allah, he was determined to obey, despite the immense emotional challenge. This moment marked a critical test in the journey of both Ibrahim, and Ismail, demonstrating their total submission and trust in Allah's wisdom. The conversation between father and son, when Prophet Ibrahim, received the divine command to sacrifice his son, he faced the difficult task of sharing this vision with Ismail, With honesty and wisdom, Ibrahim, approached his son and explained the dream, telling him that Allah had commanded him to sacrifice him. Ismail, despite his young age, showed remarkable understanding and maturity. Without hesitation, he responded with unwavering faith, saying, "O my father, do as you are commanded. You will find me, if Allah wills, among the patient." Quran 37:102. This profound conversation highlights the deep trust both father and son had in Allah. Ismail, demonstrated complete submission to Allah's will, offering himself for the sacrifice without fear or resistance. Their mutual obedience to Allah's command reflects the ultimate example of faith, trust, and submission in Islam. The act of obedience, once Prophet Ibrahim and Ismail had accepted Allah's command, they set out to fulfill it. Ibrahim, prepared to sacrifice his son, demonstrating his unwavering obedience to Allah. The father and son journeyed to the designated place, where Ibrahim, laid Ismail down, ready to carry out the divine command. At this moment, Ibrahim, was about to make the ultimate sacrifice, showing his complete trust in Allah's wisdom and plan. Just as he raised the knife, Allah's mercy intervened. Allah commanded, "O Ibrahim, you have fulfilled the vision." Quran 37:105. Instead of Ismail, Allah provided a ram to be sacrificed in his place, accepting their submission. This act of obedience, where both Ibrahim, and Ismail, demonstrated absolute faith, teaches us the profound lesson of putting Allah's will above everything else, even our most cherished possessions. The spiritual meaning and lessons. The story of the sacrifice of Ismail, holds deep spiritual significance and timeless lessons for believers. Unwavering faith and trust in Allah. Ibrahim, and Ismail, exemplified the highest level of trust in Allah's plan. Despite the unimaginable challenge, they both surrendered their wills to Allah, demonstrating that true faith requires trusting Allah even when His commands are beyond human comprehension. Obedience and submission. Their willingness to submit to Allah's command without questioning teaches us the essence of Islam, complete obedience to the will of Allah, no matter the personal cost. Sacrifice for Allah. The story encourages believers to prioritize their relationship with Allah over worldly attachments. It reminds us that sacrifice is an integral part of faith, whether it is our time, wealth, or loved ones. Allah's command should always come first. Divine mercy and rewards. The substitution of the ram for Ismail as signifies Allah's infinite mercy. It teaches us that Allah rewards sincere devotion and submission with His mercy, and provides solutions in ways we cannot imagine. This story is a reminder to continuously strive for a deeper connection with Allah, to trust His wisdom, and to be ready to make sacrifices for His sake. Commemoration through Eid al-Adha. The story of Ibrahim as and Ismail as is commemorated every year during Eid al-Adha, a significant Islamic holiday. It is a time for Muslims around the world to reflect on the profound lessons of sacrifice, obedience, and faith that the story teaches. During Eid al-Adha, Muslims perform the act of Qurbani, where they sacrifice an animal, usually a goat, sheep, cow, or camel, in remembrance of Ibrahim's willingness to sacrifice his beloved son. The meat is then distributed among family, friends, and the needy, emphasizing charity and community. This ritual symbolizes the willingness to give up what is dear to us for the sake of Allah, and serves as a reminder of Allah's mercy and the ultimate reward for obedience. Eid al-Adha also fosters a sense of unity among Muslims worldwide, as they gather to celebrate their shared faith and devotion to Allah. Key takeaways: unshakable faith and trust in Allah. The story of Ibrahim and Ismail teaches us the importance of unwavering faith in Allah's plan, even when faced with challenging or incomprehensible commands. Obedience to divine will. True submission to Allah means putting His will above personal desires. Ibrahim and Ismail exemplified complete obedience, showing that faith is proven through actions of submission. Sacrifice for Allah. The willingness to sacrifice what is most dear to us demonstrates our commitment to Allah. The story encourages us to prioritize our devotion to Allah over worldly attachments. Allah's mercy and reward. Allah's mercy is boundless, as seen in the substitution of the ram. It teaches us that Allah rewards sincere faith and obedience with His infinite mercy and care. Commemoration through Eid al-Adha. The ritual of Qurbani during Eid al-Adha serves as a reminder to honor the spirit of sacrifice and charity, strengthening community ties, and reflecting on the importance of obedience to Allah. These lessons inspire us to strengthen our faith, act with sincerity, and prioritize Allah in every aspect of our lives.